Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of WordPress and Coffee. I'm Charlie, and this is the live stream that happens Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So if you're into WordPress, you're into web development, you're into web design, anything like that, give me a shout out, subscribe, give me a like, and let's get started with today's show. See what's going on. Okay, so yesterday, chair's all jacked up. Okay, yesterday we were playing around with the Themify Ultra theme, and today I want to continue. Yesterday, I believe I went through the basic settings, the default settings, kind of give you an idea on all that. Today, let's create a page, and we'll play around with that so I can show you how you place the modules and do all of the good stuff like that. Let me get you over here to the browser. There we go. Now we're on the browser cam. Okay, as you can see, we are logged into our WordPress site in the dashboard, and now I'm going to show you how to, or we're just going to play around with the creating a page. So let's go ahead and add a new page. And we will call this Themify Ultra. This will be the theme. And now that we have that going, here is where your text box is, and down here is where your theme builder stuff is. You have your page options that you can set to. It's whatever you want. For this example, let's go with the full size screen. This is basically full width. Content width, you want default or full width. Full width will go from one edge to the other. Default is just what's centered up in the center, I believe. And we want to hide the title page. Yeah, we'll hide that so it doesn't say Themify Ultra on the page at the top. And let's go with that. Page appearance. This is where you can set some of your page information. Like if you want to set a background color, you can set a background color. You can upload an image, and this is where you align it and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and just get in our browse images here, and we'll use this right here for background. We'll insert the image there. As you can see, it pops up here, and we'll do a full cover on this. So this is going to cover the whole thing. And then we have the accent color, default, and whatever we want to do there. Okay, so for now we'll just leave all this like this right here. The header design we're going to go with, let's see here, header design default. We'll just leave the default for now. Let's just get into the page stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and publish this for now. So now it's published. Whoops. I'm going to open this in a new tab so we can check it out in the front end. So this is basically it on the front end, what we've gotten so far. This is the header, this is the footer, and you can see there is somewhat of a background image here. So let's get started with our build here. So if you go to click on the tab, the Themify Builder tab, this is where you can start creating your page and setting everything up. This right here is considered like a row, and these are the columns that you can set up for that row. Like they have the full, split, threes, fours, 5s, and so forth and so on. You can change it. You can do customs. You can drag and drop. So let's just start off with just one. And here are the modules. These are considered the modules. This is where you can drag and drop your different things that you want to use. For instance, what we're going to do is we're just going to do some text. So we'll throw some text in here. And this pops up. It automatically opens up. And we can continue working on it this way. Now this is working on it in the back end, what I consider the back end. You can do it on the front end. So let's play around with the front end. I haven't really played around with the front end. So I'm going to go ahead and let's go ahead and delete this. You can just click delete there and say okay. Okay, so that's that. So if we go to the front end here, you can see this is the front end, what you would see. And let's turn on the builder. Click on that. And this is how you can edit it and do stuff in the front end. So like here we can, pops up these modules pop up here, and this is where you can drag and drop wherever you want. It makes it easy. So if we want to add our, let's see, what do we want? Let's put a fancy header up here, see what happens with that. And we put heading, and then we're just going to call it Themify Ultra. Subheading, do we want to put a subheading? We'll just say subheading here. And then we're going to choose what tag. We'll do H1, text alignment center, and then this is where you can add your additional CSS class if you wanted to change it using any stuff like that. Here's where you can set your styling. If you want to set styling, you can set up a background image, the background color, so forth and so on. For instance, let's just throw in a background color, and we'll go with some kind of blue here. We need a little sexier blue than that. That'll work. We'll do that, and then we're going to go ahead and drop the. Let's just put this on opacity, probably about 70, 71, 70. We'll just do 70 there. And do we want to have any padding? You can add padding, like the top and bottom. I'm not going to mess with that right now. The border, if you want to put a border, you can put a border on it. I'm not going to mess with that. We can come in and edit it. And here's where you can do your animations and so forth. Like if you want this to bounce in or something like that. Let's just save this for now, and I can show you what it looks like. So it's going to update it. And as you can see, there's our background. Everything looks great. Now if I wanted to do something special with this, like I wanted to extend this all the way, or make this look like a full size background type thing, what I can do here is on the row settings, which is the row right here, I can click on the options, and on the options here I can set this to full row container, and then on the row height I can go full height 100% on that, and it will do a 100% on as far as the height goes. So I can save that. So now this is basically set. This row is full width and everything like this, but this is not still. So what I can do here is I can click on edit. Let's see, where was that? Where was that? I've done this many times. I'm just not sure where I was. Styling, edit. This is where I need to edit, I believe. And this is the actual row, or the column. This is the column style. So this is where you can do your column style and set for your columns set. So this is where you can put a border, padding, add extra CSS just for that area there. Okay, I think I need to edit this here. Go back to options. Let's put the full content. That's how it goes. That's what we want. Now we have this thing filling up the whole width and everything like that. And now if we want this to take up the whole height too, we can do our settings here. Equal column height, column alignment, default, narrow. That's the gutter spacing. Okay, so where do I set this for full size? Oh, I know what I did. I should have colored that background. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit this. I know what I did wrong here, and then I'm going to go styling, or we're just going to copy this and get rid of this here, save it. And now we have this here. So what I'm going to do is I want to go into the right here. So I'm going to go styling. And this is where I can set my background color. This is where I meant to set it, so it would color the whole background there. So we'll paste that color in there. As you can see, it immediately changes. And then we're going to change this to 70. There we go. We can do 70 on that, and that's, well, let's go a little bit lighter than that, 60. And as you can see, it does it real time. It changes everything real time. So that's what you can do there. You can select a font. For instance, if we wanted to change this font to something else, we could change it to, for instance, Times New Roman is what we could set that there. And that will do for the whole background part. You can set your alignment, you can set your link colors, and so forth and so on. So we're just going to save that. And that's what that looks like. Now let's add some more stuff here, just for grins. You just can simply, like we did a fancy heading. So now let's just put in a let's just throw in text. We'll throw in some text here. Oops, it wouldn't let me. There we go. Put text in right there. And then, like if I wanted to add an image here, I could in the text. I mean, there's multiple ways. I can grab this right here, eTouch Services, my eTouch Services. We can insert that. You can center it, save it, and it will just kind of drop it in there. and that's how you would put in like an image. If you wanted to just put in an image there, you could do that. I mean, there's a lot of options here. You can create a gallery, like if you wanted a gallery of images. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to kind of click away there. Let's okay, as you can also see, it automatically puts in another row at the bottom, so you can always keep adding rows, the one below it. So if you want one below it and you want to make one that's split, we'll just do this one like this, and we will make it like that, equal column heights, and as you can see, it puts in 2 columns here, and you can drag, so you can have one short, one, put it however you want to do it, and then you can simply, like if you want to drag this one over here, and you can just move it, stuff like that. Really simple, really simple. I mean, even this you can drag and put it over here, and it will just drop it in there. That's basically an idea of how you can do just different things like that. Like I said, I'm going to be doing some complete website builds using this, but this is just, I'm just playing around with this and trying to learn, and why not do this live, you know, so that way I can talk about it as I'm doing it, and it helps me remember things a lot easier when I do it this way. I mean, this channel is pretty much for me to help me learn more and more about WordPress and doing all this stuff, as well as you guys out there. So that's pretty much the gist of how this all works here. It's a drag and drop thing. You can do, I mean, there are just so many things you could do with this plug-in and this page builder. I really like the page builder. So let's just test one here. What we added here is we added a feature, and we could just call this feature 1. And this is the first feature. And then we can just add some text here. Okay, we'll just put test there. That'll work. Save. And this basically just throws in it pretty much just puts in the feature information right there that you would put, that module type. There's icon. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff that you can do. Now, this is something that's kind of cool you can do is like with this one right here. Let's click on the styling here, and let's play with this animation here. We can change this to bounce, and you can see it does a quick demo of what's it going to do. You can do swing. You can do all kinds of stuff. Jello, that's kind of cool. You can bounce in left, and just kind of bounces in. I like that a lot. There's a lot of these different effects that you can apply to these. You can do bounce out, or just boom, bounce out. Bounce out down, it shoots away. Fade in, it can just fade in. Anyway, there's a lot of different options. Look at that one, a flip. That's kind of cool. Do a flip. Flip in X. There you go. That's sexy. Light speed in. Oh man, look at that. That's just too cool. You could drive people crazy with this. These animation effects, I mean, they're subtle enough that I don't think it really bothers the users or anything. It's not like, if you remember the old days, the old GIF images that people would create, and it would just repeat, you know. Like if you did something like, let's see here, hinge. And then you did repeat 100 times. Oh, let's see here. Let's see what happens. I guess once it's done on that one. It's not repeating for some reason. Huh. Maybe that doesn't count until you save it or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm just playing around here now, screwing around. But that's part of this. This is what I wanted to do today. I just wanted to kind of play around with the front end design and development of this page builder. You can add in like widgets if you have any kind of widget. You can throw in here, like there, and then you can select your widget, like pages, and it will just basically throw the pages, the regular WordPress page deal. Widget, the page widget for WordPress. So, and like I said, you can do all your other types of widgets and everything like that. You can do a video if you want to put a video in there. You just drag and drop wherever you want your video. You can set your URL there. You set your video width. You can just throw in a YouTube link and everything. It's really cool. I really like this. Like I said, I really like this this theme. And this tells you about the layouts that you can do. You can put caption. I guess this right here would be the caption. Video left, video right. So that's how it, I guess it wraps in there. So anyway, that's pretty much all I wanted to kind of go over with today. Let's just cancel that. It's pretty straightforward. It's easy to learn. If you want to check your different, you can just click on different. This is a mobile design. Shows you what it would look like on the mobile page. A tablet landscape, and then the desktop. So that kind of gives you an idea what you can do with this Themify Ultra theme. It is a premium theme, but I do think it's worth it. I will link in the description where you can get it. If you want to try it out yourself, use it for your web development and all that. And if you've done any websites or anything cool like that, send me a link below and I'll check it out. That's one thing I want to do, is check out what other people are doing as well as what I'm doing. And I believe that's about all for today. Let's go back over to full cam. I believe that's all we're going to talk about today. Like I said, I just wanted to show you a little bit more about this Themify Ultra theme, and I will be looking at some more stuff as far as WordPress goes. I'm going to do plugins. I want to look at websites that are built in WordPress. I want to talk to different developers and so forth and so on. I want to do a lot of different things on this channel, and just still kind of new and fresh and getting going here. So I believe that's all I'm going to talk about today. So before I start rambling, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a wonderful day. Bye.